think we're there. Right. Hello everyone, welcome in. Yes, we look live. Everything seems to be good. Audio seems to be good. Okay, right. Sorry for the delay. Just checking OBS. It's very hard to tell with OBS settings if we're actually gone live. Okay, take it we've gone live. Right. What it is today is I'm actually looking at upgrading my current case. The case that I've got is what we call, it's an ion case. But anyway, this is my current case. Here we go. This is my current case. Okay, we've got 2 USB 2, 1 USB 3. Now this was a thing that annoyed me when we first got this. When I first got this case, it's really unfair of the manufacturers to do this to people. They've given me 2 USB 2. And there's actually space for 2 USB 3, but they've only given me one and blanked the other one out. Now the actual header on the board is for 2 USB ports, so they should have actually given me 2 USB 3s. I would have sooner they'd not give me 2 USB 2s, give me 2 USB 3 and maybe a Type C. But that being said, never mind, we've got it, because what I've actually done is actually this board itself. This is the Gigabyte H370 HD3 motherboard, and as you can see, it does have its own. It's got in this gap here. It's got a type. It's got HDMI video. This is not actually onboard video. This board, this chip that I'm using. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 USB Type 3s anyway. A USB Type 3Cs, Ethernet cable. I've still left my dongles in for my keyboard and mouse and my Bluetooth. I'll just take those out. Okay. We've got a shared PS2 port, the old style USB 2 port. For it can take either a keyboard or a mouse. So you can plug one or the other in there. I don't actually use that. And then we've got the full audio interface at the back there. I'm actually running a GeForce RTX 2060 graphics card on this, and I've also added another 4-port USB card into here because I do actually use a lot of USB 2. This is a 9900 KF graphics card that's running on here. This is an Intel based system, and this is the current case. This is not glass, it's acrylic. And the new case that I'm looking at, it states that it is glass. But all in all, it's not really a bad case, as you can see. Fair bit of room for cable management in there. It came with no fans. I actually put my own fans in. So let's open it up and have a look on the inside, yeah? Like I said, I'm going to upgrade this case, and while I just undo this, the case that I'm actually looking to upgrade to is this baby. Right. Now, again, this case, I got a flyer through Amazon because I've been on there for a while, shopping for bits and pieces, and I was actually viewing cases while I was on there. I didn't actually order it. I just viewed cases. I was looking at Tyler cases. The case that the current case I actually got during the pandemic, so it's the only thing I could get. And at the time, it cost me $28.95, which wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad price considering what was going on and that things were getting tight. Couldn't get hold of graphics card. Couldn't get hold of power supplies. Couldn't get hold of, well, basically couldn't get hold of anything. Even memory was starting to creep up. So this is the case I'm looking at, and as I said, there's a slight, you could say, a slight issue I've got with the case, because what they've done on this HEXA, if you look on the description there, they've given me RGB front but an ARGB rear fan. I would really sooner have had an ARGB front panel and just an RGB fan, because the two fans I've got in here is RGB. But that being said, what I'm going to do is have a look at it and see if it'll fit my needs. Another thing with it, it's got a full PSU shroud, such as my current system here. So I'll just bring you back. Just bring you back to, where am I? Just bear with me a second, guys. Just give me a second. Yes, I'm having to do everything myself, so I'm having to operate OBS and do this as well. So just bear with me. This has got a full PSU shroud. One of the things that I dislike about the shroud, if I swivel it round and then take off this panel, a bit tight there. I always tighten when I just give one little half turn with a screwdriver. Right, here we go. As you can see here, just put that over there for safety. One issue that I had with this case is that this dry bay here, although it's a tray type and you can just slide them in and out, the actual cage itself is riveted in. So I couldn't get the power supply in that I wanted. The power supply that I wanted to put in was a fully modular 80 watt gold plated Corsair 750X 750 watt power supply, and that's a fully modular supply. But unfortunately, the length of it was too long. It was too long. It came up. I could get a power supply in, but I had no room to get the cables in. The space was actually so tight, and I looked at taking this drive bay out, because as you can see, I don't use drive bay. I use M.2 drives. I was going to take it out, but I noticed that it's actually riveted in. So that was one of the issues I had with this, because I would have took this out and I would have got my case in, and then I wouldn't have actually been looking for another case. I would have got my power supply in, and I would have been sweet. Excuse me. Unfortunately, that wouldn't work, and that's one of the reasons why I started looking at the power supply, because I wanted to use my Corsair power supply, because the current supply, the power supply in this one is, oh, I can't, the label's on the way around. I can't remember off the top of my head. We'll have a look at that later. Can't remember off the top of my head. As you can see, you've got cable management space behind here. Not a great deal, but enough for what I wanted. And because I don't use water coolers as such, not that I've got anything against them, but I've just never found the need for them. And mainly, my system is basically business orientated. I don't really game. I do play Raid Shadow Legends, and I have got a Flight Simulator and X-Plane installed on this system. You know, for what I do, it's not really. I don't really need sort of like custom loop water cooling systems or anything like that. Plus, also the maintenance of those things are quite intensive. What I have got is a Mugen 5 air cooler, which is good, because I say this is a i9 9900 KF CPU that I'm running here. Graphics card, as I said before, MSI GeForce RTX 2060. Obviously, you can't get the 30 series at the moment. There's just no way. I've got 64 kit of Corsair RAM in there. Simply again because of Microsoft Flight Simulator, it's both graphic and memory intensive, so I stuck in 64 gigabytes of RAM in there. So basically that's it. So I'm looking to change this out, as I say, for the Hexa. I've explained before, yes, that one of the things that it does have a nice power button there. It does have its own microphone and the inputs for microphone and headphone jack, a little reset button, HDD and power LED there, a little lamp. As I say, one USB 3. It is a two port USB 3, but we've only put one in and blanked one off. and that's really cheating because the header on the board for this serves 2. So I would have sooner they took off or given me 2 USB 3 there and maybe a Type-C on the case to go along with the Type-C that I've got on the board. But I've got a Type-C on the board anyway. Type-C is a standard that's slowly creeping in more and more. You're going to see it more and more creeping in. At the moment, it's still, I say it's in its infancy, but it's not really in its infancy. It's still developing. It's still developing, but it is on some boards, and some peripherals are Type-C connectors. But I digress. Okay, on the top, it's got a magnetic filter, as you can see there. So you've got space to put a rad up there, a 220, or you can put 2 220 fans or 240 fans up there, or you could put a rad up there if you do want to water cool. You can also, the front cover. You can also, this can also take 2 fans or another rad down the front. You have got space for it. The sort of make the space for it with the correct brackets. And the air, though it's not fully meshed, it's meshed down there around the bottom and up the sides around the top. So you still got this big old plastic front here, which will be restricting a lot of the airflow, but you've got airflows up the side and down the bottom there. I say I don't myself personally, I don't use optical drive so much anymore. I do have a external optical drive should I need anything. So I've got a few things that are on optical drive, but if I need to bring anything in or out of the machine, I can just connect that up. But I don't stick one in now because it's something else to go around on the board. Plus, as I say, I use Samsung flash drives, which are much faster. So that being said, I'm going to take this off the bench, and I'm going to, because I'm not yet unboxed the new one, I'm going to have a look at that. Yes, so just bear with me a second, guys. I'll just unclip the microphone so I don't rip everything off. I'm going to take this off the desk. Let me just remove my turntable in a second. And we're going to unbox this case here now, right? Okay, so here we go. So, what the case, I've had it for a couple of weeks, but I wanted to do a video on this. So, this is the AvP HEXA, and the model number is AvP 2053. It was, it's not an end of line actually. This was an email sent to me. I think this was one of the ranges of this new brand, and it's made by a company called Kaza, K-A-Z-A. No, I tell a lie. It's made by a company called HEXA. This case was on offer at the time for $33.99, but I bought this in May of this year, so the prices have come down. But I think it's what do I say, the mid? No, I wouldn't even say it's a mid-range. I'd probably say it's still in the budget side of the cases. Now, I do have reservations when buying kind of budget cases that are, you could say, below 40 quid, simply because of what restrictions there might be within the case for upgrading, building, and everything. But anyway, like I said, this is supposed to be RGB front, ARGB rear fan, which I wish it was the other way around. But I'm not unboxed it yet, so we're going to unbox it now, and let's have a look at this together. I'll review this, and then I'll see if I can get my power supply in there, the Corsair one, and if I can, then I'll probably transfer the contents of my daily into this one, and I'll have this as my daily, simply because it sits on my desk and I'd like a bit of colour. I'm amazingly business orientated, so I don't really do RGB much on that, but I thought, you know what, I'll try it. I'll try it for myself and see what's what. So let's take this off. Right, guys, so let's put this on its feet and see where this polythene is. This polythene seems to be. Now, this mat that I'm working, though it looks like I'm just working on the desk, I'm actually working on a proper anti-static mat on the desk itself. So, right, straight away, let's have a look. Okay, at the top, let's see what we've got. Again, they've shortchanged me because they've done the same thing. They've given me two USB 2, one there, one there. Again, though, I've got microphone and speaker output, front panel output. Again, I've got a power and HDD LED on there. And they give me one USB 3, but this time I don't have a second port that's blanked out. So, again, they've cheated. I'd sooner have two USB 2s and maybe nothing there, or a Type C. Two USB 3, sorry, or maybe a Type C. But this habit of sticking two USB 2 ports on and one USB 3 is really sort of like it's sort of like beginning to grind on me a bit, because USB 3 is now the standard. USB Type C is coming more and more into mainstream. You get these more on the mid-range to the mid to high range cases. So obviously, the more we pay for the case, the better peripherals are going to have on it. But there you go. As I say, it's just my daily driver. So basically, for connections on the top, it's the same. On this one, the connections on the top, not on the front, but obviously it will record, of course, because this is RGB front, which we'll have a look at in a second. Power button, reset button. Again, as you can see here, we've got magnetic filter, and we've got space for rads or fans, whichever one you want to put on. Okay, so that's good. This has come with one ARGB fan in the front, in the back. This is the ARGB fan in the back. There's no fans in the front, but apparently this is supposed to be RGB. RGB front. So is it the... yeah, so obviously it'll be... The RGB will be in that design around there. Okay. So let's just... It seems slightly more compact actually. So this may do me better. We'll see. It's all comes down to how I can do with the power supply. How I can deal with this power supply. So let me just put this on there and see how it. So straight away. Glad about that. That fits. Now this is. Yes, this is tempered glass. It's not acrylic like my daily at the moment. So that's looking good. It's mesh front, so we'll have better airflow than the current one I've got. So I won't need to swap my fan out at the moment, because this is an ARGB fan in the back. But I probably could take my two fans out of there, the one that I've got in the back and the front, and stick them in the front of there. But they're a blue. They're a solid blue. They're just RGB fans, but they're a light, subtle blue. So I could probably put that in there. Okay. So that being said, let's not mix these screws up. That's a thumb screws for that, not for that. Let's have a look inside. Obviously, the connections in the back will be off the motherboard that I've just shown you. So let's just see what we've got going for us here. I'm going to enjoy that peel after. So this is not acrylic, it's tempered glass. As you can see there, caution, tempered glass, handled with care. I'm trying to get it to focus. For some other reason I don't see why it's struggling to focus. Caution, tempered glass, handled with care. Okay. Well, that's what it says, trust me. So let's carry on. Let us look inside and see what we've got. Okay, so I'm going to do opposite corners. So basically I've got support at each corner, so I've not got it, with it being tempered glass, I've not got it just hanging off one corner. Okay. Whoa, right. And that is glass, you heard it. You heard it for yourself. And there we nearly had our first accident. Good job I didn't have far to go. Right, so, right, okay. Now, I've got an issue. Right, this, obviously, right, this power supply goes in through the back. Let's just take this side off. Just 1 second, guys. Just get. I just want to keep those separate from my case. Just don't forget, I've not put my. Side panel back on the other one yet. Okay, so let's. Okay. My bag of screws. Right, so oh, we've got ARGB. Well, we've got a. That's good. We've got an ARGB controller already set into the case. It's already set up. If you know what I mean, connected up. We've actually got the connectors there, so that's okay. So we've got an ARGB controller already in situ in the case, ready for us to connect up to. So obviously, if we've got any more ARGB fans ourselves, we can connect to the controller, provided we've got the right type of connections. And in the baggie here, and why that's something I've not seen for a while. Why have we got I've not seen that for a long time. Good God. Right. What we've got in the bag here, let me just show you a second, guy. Right, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 zip ties. Let's see if I can just get you. I've got a second camera here, guys. Just give me a second while I try and manipulate. Okay. Okay, here we go. Right, just show you a second. So, in the bag of screws from obviously for the motherboard and any standoffs. I seem to have one extra standoff. Is that it? Just one standoff. 2. You can see 2 standoffs in there. Okay, 2 standoffs. So let me just check. Oh yeah, it's already got some standoffs in there, so I've got an extra 2 standoffs. Okay, it's got some standoffs already. It's got 6 stand. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's got. Let's see if I can. It's got. Oh, good. It's got ports. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 standoffs already. 2 in the back. So obviously, if I've got a larger motherboard, because don't forget some some ATX motherboards are that way in height, the way they're made, and some are made slightly larger that way, shorter that way, but longer that way. So obviously they've accommodated for that. So I've got 2 extra standoffs in there, plus all the screws from all of that. I get 1, 2, 3, 4. I get 4 zip ties, which is nice to have. You don't always get that. And this is weird. I've not seen this for a long time. They've given me the old speakers that you used to get in, if you went back to the 80s, the early 80s cases. They used to have these speakers in them, and they seem to give me one. I don't know if it's for error code checking or whatever, but there you go. I won't actually be using that. Don't actually use that. So so I can put that straight away back into the bags. Am I actually going to build in this today? I may do. I don't know yet. Shall I build in this today? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Okay. So there we go. So that's the case. So what I was looking at is, can this cage come out if I'm required to? Yes, it can. That's brilliant. This cage is removable, which means I am able to take it out to get my power supply. So already I'm chuffed. I don't use hard drive case, so you know what? I'm going to take it out right now because, as I say, this is my build. It's not for anyone else. I don't use hard drives at the moment, or mechanical drives, should I say. I'm using M.2. I have got some SSDs. But basically, I use those for data recovery, or if I need to do a Windows. Oh, it's right. One negative thing I dislike about this, exactly the same as my current daily. This mesh on the rear for your power supply. I don't like the way they've done it because it's in a frame that fits all around. It should be like a tray, glides in the tray, and then you've got a little handle that you clip it out. This is not a good design because this makes it so hard. You have to. It means every time I want to clean this, I have to get the machine up, lift it up, and do all this weird stuff to get this. This is what I mean. It should be a tray, like on the streaming machine that I'm streaming off now. The tray is actually designed with a frame around it, and here it's got a handle. It's got a little handle that's got a little tab on it. And what you do, you line it up, you slide it in all the way, and then it goes in, and then as you push it in, it clicks up. So you've got this little handle, this little latch that you've got to push it down slightly and then pull it out to clean. So it's just in a tray, which is brilliant. This you've got to start filling about. So every time you want to clean this, so you don't stack your power supply, it means you've got to lift the machine up and you've got to start doing some weird and you've got to be a bit of a contortionist to get this filter out. So I don't like this, and this is one of the reasons why I want to change my case as well, because the case that I'm using at the moment, it's got exactly the same kind of filter on the bottom, and it annoys the hell out of me. The case that I'm using my streamer is brilliant. So that's a negative. That's another negative I don't like about this case. So now you can see what I'm doing. I'm having to... You see what I'm saying now? When you want to clean this filter, it's so damn awkward. And the thing is, because it's not even it's rough edges. See, it's not even sliding in easy. Then when you get it up here, you've got to make sure you... I think they really need to go back and think about this. It's maybe something I might go on the website actually, and when they say reviews this case, I'm going to bring that up. But now when you get it like that, you've got to crunch it up, which I don't think is good for the filter actually, because you're having to sort of like scrunch it up, flex it to get it in, and over time that's going to weaken it. It's going to start creasing, and then very soon it won't start fitting proper, and it's not going to you end up very soon just taking it out and getting rid of it and not bothering. And that's going to annoy a lot of people. And they're just going to rip it out, throw it away, and then what's going to happen is they're going to end up, especially if the system is on the floor, they're going to end up throwing it away, and the system's going to start stifling. The power supply is going to start stifling. Right, but enough of my waffling. So that's another negative. That's one thing I don't like about the case. So two things. That filter needs to be better designed. This two USB 2 and one USB 3 port needs to stop. They either just put two USB 3 in and be done with it, or two USB 3 and a Type C and be done with it. That would be far better. That would be far better. So let me just check. So is it three screws holding this in? Yep, it seems like I've got three. Seems like I've got a big thumb screw here. Does it slide? No, this doesn't slide as such. So I've got that. So yeah, I'm going to take that case out. I'm going to take this. Actually, I don't have to take that fully out, do I? That can stay in, can't it? And then you slide it up. I'm just right. If this comes out the way I think it comes out, so basically it's just that's just a buffering. Yeah, that comes out. Yeah, that's great. That's great. So there it comes out. That can go back in there. That's where it was it not? Right. So that's that. So that now makes it a lot easier. Great. So we're ready. I'm on to a winner. Okay. Let's see how we get on with this power supply, people. So I have opened this before. I have opened this before because, like I said, I tried to put it in the other case. That didn't work. Well, it wouldn't fit simply because it was too long. Cable ties, some documentation. And here we have our power supply. Yes, make sure it's in the off position. Nice big fan there. And that's good because the picture showed it has. Okay, now there we go. I was going to say usually with this comes got a go faster badge, got the power supply. Yep, there's the 4 screws for power supply. Go faster badge, powered by Corsair. And we've got a decent amount of what we've got there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cable ties. That's very generous. Very generous. 10 cable ties and a go faster badge. That's excellent. Okay. Now I should I? Yeah, I think we'll put in. Would it be easier? Yeah, it would be. Isn't it? So let me just first check this out. Fan down. So that'll have to come over there. Okay, so that one has to go there. Okay, look, I'm just checking out something, guys. Okay. I could actually get that from here, couldn't I? So I could put that, but the thing is, and 4-pin CPU fan. So I could actually get the. I can actually put these in for. I can actually put this in and concentrate on the. What's it after? Now, if you wonder why, if you think I'm doing the power supply, I'm not. It's I put the screws in. I left the screws in so that I won't lose them because I already took them out and tried to fit them to the other case. So I just put the screws back in so that when I took the power supply out, I've got the screws there. So obviously these other screws are for the PSU. It says for PSU there, but so we'll go in. We'll put these back in. So yeah, well, let's see how this case pans out. So I'm just doing opposite corners again, just trying to keep it tight, keep it even. Okay, and I'm going to just start snugging them up. There, that's locked. There, that's locked. There, that's locked. There, that's locked. And the thing is, this just sits on my desk there, at the side of this other monitor. This other monitor you can see here, that's my second monitor. There's another monitor here, where you can see me on. See me there? Yeah. So right, let's push on. So the waffling, yeah. Right, so that's in. Now, a lot of people say, well, why don't you put the 24-pin and the PSU power in? Well, I actually can, but I'd have it trailing around. But the thing is, because it's at this side, it's easy to get to. It's great, and because I don't have to worry about any other like SATA cables as such. Mind you, I don't know yet now about RGB. Any other SATA cable as such, we'll see. But I'm just going to leave it there for now, so it makes it easier to manoeuvre the case and work on it if I'm going to actually transfer my stuff across today, which I'm really thinking I'm going to. Now I've got that in, that's the main bit. So now what I need to do is it's just a case of marrying up everything else now, isn't it? Take that filter off a second. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure. Okay, here we go. Got to be firm. Oops. There we go. Got to be firm but fair. Now I'm just looking at this. There is no actual. Can I actually put fan on here? There's the RGB down there. Ah, that's what I want to see. So this one comes out. Okay, so know where that one comes out. The only what I was looking at, guys, is can I actually get? This is actually a filter. There you go, and that's where you stick your fans. So I probably will. Yes, I probably will. Let me just get this up a bit. Sorry. Yeah. So just took the filter off, so you can actually put some fans behind here. So I think I'll take out my 2 blue fans and put them into this one. One that I've got in the back and the front. Okay. I might not even bother with that. I might just. I've got 2 new ones in it. I can take out the new ones. It's alright. I'm thinking as I go along here, guys. I'm really debating whether to start this today. I think I will. Right. So we've got to do some dismantling of my other system. Let me just. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this, guys. Let me just organise myself here. I know this is out of power supply, but not mine. Let me just organise myself here, guys. Yeah, this mat that you can see here, this is an anti-static mat. Right, let's do this. Let's take off that top filter. And we need to move that over there. Let's get my Stream Deck controller out of the way. Let's lay that down, because what I'm going to actually do is that. It's a tight fit. Do you remember it being that tight? Let's give myself a little bit of slack here so I can get the clip off. Okay. then I'm trying to cheat. I don't think I'm going to get away with it. Just trying to see if I could get the there is a, just remember, there we go, clip release. I thought it was a clip release. We'll go, just get the graphics card out. I'll put that in there. Oop. Put that in there. That does. Let me just, sorry guys, let me just move this out of the way. Right, okay. Graphics card out. That's connected, so the only thing I've got to, I really didn't want to have to undo the okay, so okay, I'm just undoing the, just going to take the American 5. I'm trying not to, there we go. I'm trying not to have to undo the cooler, but it looks like I'm going to have to, because I'm not going to win this one. I'm not going to win this one, guys, so I'm going to have to. So let me get my trusty Mugen screwdriver out. Size Mugen 5. There we go. I was hoping I wouldn't have to do this, but such is life. If I just had enough room to have got the no. So, oh, there we go. There you go, guys. This is what I'm doing. I'm just undoing this cooler. we go. That's cooler off. That'll make getting the there we go. That's got it. And then this fan, and then we're going to have to undo this. We're going to have to undo this, otherwise we're going to have problems undoing the board. This is my add-in graphics card. Graphics card. I think USB ports. Graphics card. I've got graphics card on the brain. So now this actually looks like that I should be able to get this into the other case in exactly the same way, in exactly the same orientation. The mounting points seem to be the same orientation, so it don't look like I've got to add any or move any, but we'll see. We'll do a dry, what I call a dry test, a dry lineup. So I'll just line it up, have a look. Never take anything for granted. What it looks like and what it does are always two different things. In some cases, not all. So we'll okay. So that's out. So let me just do one final check. That's off. That's off. Oh, we've got to do me connectors down here. Nearly forgot those. Okay. So we'll now lift, hold and separate. By the edge of the board. Okay, Stay out of the way. It's just being a bit awkward. Okay, so that's that. Okay, I need some. These are the 2 fans I put in myself. I'm not sure if I want to. That's already got that. Do I want to put one in the front? Yeah, I think I will put one in the front. You know what? I'm going to leave those fans in there. I'm not going to take them out because I've actually got other fans. So, that power supply I'm going to leave in there. This is what I'm saying about that filter again. You see? Same kind of design. See already there how it's creasing where I take it out to clean? That's what I mean. That's what's going to happen to it. So that filter is going to eventually get... Sorry. Let me... I'm doing a very good job of this. Not a very good cameraman, am I? Shoot the cameraman. As you can see there, it's already beginning to crease. That's where I've been trying to get it out and in to clean it. That's what I'm saying on my other one. This part here, it's not like that. What happens is, on my other one, if I can, on my streamer, I can show you. Let me just, right, here we go. Show you. See on my streamer, look at this. See how it's designed? Now that's off the back of my streamer. Now you see how that's designed? So what happens is, you push that in, you see how it's in a frame, whereas this is not. It's just the mesh. Right. You see how that's just the mesh, nothing around it. But you see how this one, there's a frame around it. And it actually slides into grips like these. But then when it, on my streamer, when it comes into there, this bit, it sort of like flips up slightly and locks it in place, if you get my meaning. Yeah? It sort of flips up slightly and locks it in place. And then all you do, you put your finger underneath, just push down on that bit and pull it out. Yeah? And it's easy to clean. You just clean it off. But this one isn't. You've got to mess about, and that's what I'm saying. This is already creasing, look, with me getting in and out. So now what I'm going to have to do is put that end in there, because you have to put that. And that's one of the things I dislike about this case, is having to clean this filter. And this is a very important filter because it's your power supply filter. And it's very important. Now you see you've got in there, then you've got to then crank that up. You've then got to flex that. So you'll pull it out, then flex it up to get it underneath. And that's what I dislike about it. See what I mean? It's a stupid design. Considering it's an important filter, that's a bad design. So whoever thought of that wants to go back to the drawing board. Yeah? Not very good. If anybody designed, if I was designing a case and they would have brought that to me as a design, even if it's to save a couple of pence, I'd throw it back in their face. It's something to get lost. Obviously, they don't use a computer, so they don't know. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to rescue my IO shield out of the other case, which is what I was going to do before I got caught up on the filter. Let's put the IO shield out. And let me put my other filter back in before I forget. Okay, so got my IO shield. Let's pop that back in. Can I give you another angle? Lower the angle. Right. Well, sorry. I'm just trying to get my cameras here, guys. Right, I just want to show you this angle. Right, let's see. Okay. Wait a minute. I'll be with you in a second, guys. I know the screen's just gone off. It's just that my things play me up a bit here. Here we go. There you are. Right. Okay. Right. So you can see me here on 1, and this is the. Okay. So we're going to fit in our shield. Yeah. I'm sorry. You're going to have to shoot the cameraman. I'm afraid the cameraman's not very good. It's called multitasking. Right. So. Okay. That's looking good. Just feel that. Yeah, that's looking good. Good. Right, so let me just try test this motherboard now. I just want to make sure that, and they're looking spot on. I just want to make sure that the standoffs line up in the right place. That's all. Before we go any further. Now I'm just going to have to. Just give me a second. Just take this back out again. A second. I just need to pull that through some more so it's out of the way. I just don't want the board getting snagged. I just don't want them getting snagged underneath the board. Okay, so I'm just going to do a quick dry test. Make sure all the again. Okay, things are looking good there. And what we're checking for now, what I'm going to check for now, we're making sure that all these ports, that none of the grounding straps are fouling them. Otherwise, if we tighten up the board and find out it's fouling them, we've got to come back, we've got to undo all our work. So, first of all, I'm just checking out the case fan at the rear here. The cables are free, I can move them, so it's not fouling anything. These are all lining up, all go up. There's nothing obstructing any of the ports. It's not bowing through undue stress, and I think we can go ahead and reattach the board. So I'm going to put just magnetise my screwdriver a little bit, guys. Okay. You really have to double check these things. It's okay. I'm just checking and double checking because I don't want anything getting fouled while I'm tightening, and then I've got to re-undo all my work because I'll be very upset. So, can anyone tell me I've never built in this case before? This is the first time it's the first time I've heard of this case. Well, no, tell a lie. I've heard of him, but I've never actually built in him, or I'm not as familiar with him as I am some of the other most popular cases. Obviously, for the reason the other cases are popular. So the building experience so far, but I'm not got onto the cable yet, seems reasonably reasonable, but I'm not actually building, am I? I'm just transferring. So but the one thing I'm glad about is that I've been able to get my the power supply that I wanted to use. I've got that in, but I still am upset about that filter. I really don't like that filter design, but obviously I think that's what you're going to find on cheaper end boards. I've got to admit, I am fond of the Corsair cases only because the way the filter on this one that I've got, because this one that I've got that my streamer's on is a Corsair streamer, is a Corsair gaming design case. Now, as you can see, as I said before, I'm not much. I don't use optical drive as often anymore. I still use optical drive from time to time because there's certain things I've got on them. But what I'm actually doing is, in time, I'm actually categorizing everything and putting it onto Samsung flash drives, pen drives. I'm just reaching across for my toolkit, guys, because I'm finding that I don't want to round the screws out. And actually what I want is here, which is the perfect fit. Oh, that is so much better. Yes, so guys, tell me your experience of working with this case. I'm so interested. Has anybody else had a thing about this case? Right, I'm going to put in now. I need to, let me just line that up. So I need that one out. These are push out. And I've got to, come on. So, yes guys, so could this be my actual daily case? My new daily? Well, we're going to find out. Going to find out. Line up my graphics. I know this is a dual. Bang bang. So it's those two. 2 and 3 that needs to come out. So 2 and 3. These can't be used. They're just breakouts. That's another thing with these cheaper models. With these cheaper cases, these are just breakouts rather than shields. However, saying that, you can go on Amazon and buy interface covers. Not a big deal, but when you buy higher end cases, you find that you don't have that problem because they actually do include. There we go. They do actually include. Now, where did I put my? Where did I put my screw for that? It's okay, guys. I'm just. Do forgive me while I just waffle to myself and look for things. I put my screw somewhere. This is for the new case, isn't it? Yeah. That's that. Yeah. No, it's none of them. I know it when I see it. Did I just hold it in with the Did I just hold it in with the cover? No, I didn't. I should actually put the yeah, I'm gonna put the actual. I'm just gonna put the Mugen cooler back on. No, I need to put the EPS in. Now this is where connecting the what's it before pays off. But I'm going to connect it now because that's a big cooler. I can now. I don't want to run around the graphics card. I'm now going to put the power cables in. I'm now going to put the power cables in. I'm going to put the power cables in, guys. So I want CPU. We've got 8 pins, so there's one. I've got one already open. What's this one? CPU. So we've got 2 CPUs. I'm just looking as if I've actually opened any up first. Well, that's SATA. This power cable. Right, that's the first baby I want. Oh, we've got a Molex converter. Oh. Ooh. No, let's not go there, guys. Molex. Let's put the CPU on one first. That leaves me a lot of room for okay, CPU. Now, I'm noticing something about these. This is very, very. What's it into? Is this the right cables? Because this. I was going to say. It's like me. Okay, so as you can see, there we go. This bad boy will come up here. Can I get that through? Yes, I can. This is not a reset switch, actually. It's for the LED. Okay, I'll put that there. I'm doing it as we go along. Right. Just checking this out. There's the is on the outside, so yeah, I've just got to twist that around. Let me just put that through. There we go. And then we can pull a slack of that back through. Just not the camera. Sorry, guys. Right, let me take that one out. There we go. Okay, so a bit neat. Okay, not too much tension on the cables. Okay, as you can see, I've got two Samsung Evo drives in there. That's my boot drive. That's a 970 Evo. That's also a 970 Evo. That's a 1 terabyte. That's a 500 gigabyte. That's a 1 terabyte. That's my storage. That's my OS. That's my operating system. That's where I keep all my data. See, that's why I don't need no bay drives. Right. Right, now we can, now 24 pin connect, that can come through after. So yeah, I'm going to concentrate now on, you know what, I think I'll start to connect some of these front umbilicals, simply because I can, and it just means I'll have them all sorted, kind of, yeah, you know what I mean, come on. Right, so that's rear fan, that's good. Okay. Probably remove that bad puppy, and these I remove, and I'll do that now, in fact, while I remember. Right, while I'm here, guys, where's that bag? Where's that bag? I'm going to put on, here we go, I'm going to swap out, here we go, I'm going to swap out this, oh, shoot the cameraman again. I should probably just pop this up a bit because I'm actually hitting it with my head when I move. If I do that, there we go. There we go, that's better. It's a bit further away, but we can see what I'm doing. Okay, just reposition the cameras there. Okay, I'm going to, while I can, it's tied up. I don't think I need that as ground. So I'm just going to leave that there. Leave that as it is. I'm not going to undo it, but I'm going to take out this wire tie. And if you know why I'm doing that is because it's actually got wire in it. And over time, it'll become brittle, break. And if it breaks and gets behind the motherboard, because it's got wire in it, it'll cause a short. So I'm just going to, there we go. Yeah, so I'm just going to swap those out with nylon zip ties for now, and I'll tie that down, screw that later, but I want to make sure I don't want to use. Okay, so I'm going to do up these front umbilicals. Well, that's that one. So I want that to come back through there, because the way they've got it is going through there, and this is what? Power switch. There's that power switch on here. Fan. LED switch. Yeah, these if you've got RGB fans right for the front. Right, okay, I've got it. So I can actually put, yeah, I'm going to put HD audio, USB and USB. So I'm just right. So I'm going to have to come through here by this look of it. So first of all, let's get that out of the way a second, because I'm not ready for that yet. So I'm going to put, this is power switch. So I'm taking it, that this coming through here. Bang, bang, bang. Switch. I'm going to pull that out a second. I want to get the audio. Probably where I should have. Audio, com, USB. Right, so get the audio down there. Let's get the audio in. It's USB. So this one's with the audio. Let's double check. HD audio. With a pin missing. Yeah. So I could have probably got through there for the. Oh, probably still can. If I work this right. Yes, I can. That's excellent. Bit of manoeuvring. That's excellent. Excellent design. Look at that. HD audio. And I've got pin to that side down. Missing. That's blanked off. So that goes like that. Second, guys, I'm making hard work for myself. I should have done this before I done this. Sometimes it's just easier to take things out and redo it. I should have known from past experience. But what it is, I'm getting an idea how to do this. It makes it so much easier to manoeuvre without to twist the wire. So let's show the blanking. The blank's down. The blank plate's down. HD audio, that's COM, LPT. I don't know why we've still got the LPT on there. So we will, there we go, line that up. Press that in. So that's the audio in. That's the audio in. So already, this case, cable management wise, is heads up on the other one. Believe it or not. It's a lot neater. Now, USB 3. Yeah, USB 3. So blue spot, USB 3. Don't have any buttons down here. I've got USB. That's USB 3 there. So I'm going to be coming in through there. The groove is on this side. There. It would have been better coming up there. Sometimes you need to rethink things. Sometimes you need to. Sometimes you have to manipulate things the way you want. all the pens, USB 3. What do you think? I'll think about that one. Okay. If I can remember off the top of my head how these went now. Let's not damage my screen. And just right, so where's the power lead? Okay, so I just need to trace out all my manuals. Just okay. Let's see if I can remember this now. Power switch should be next to the power lead. Top row, second in. And I've got now. How comes I can only see? So are you telling me that these are already? It's not connected to nothing. Yeah, it's connected to the board, but that's GDV. I'm just looking at all these. Oh, here we go. I was just wondering where everything was. Right, it was hiding. Sorry, guys. I was slightly taken aback because I couldn't find all the other cables, but now I've just found them. They were actually, the way they've done it, the cables were actually hidden, and I couldn't see them. Right, okay. I'm back with you now. Back with you now. Okay, so we want power lead. Power lead's top, power switch next to it. Power lead plus towards the edge of the board. Power lead. Right, the way they've done this, right, so the power lead plus towards the edge of the board. HDD lead below it, yes. Yeah, plus towards the edge of the board. So let me pull that through. So HDD lead to the bottom, and power switch So, and that's the plus. We're just checking. Yes. Okay. We get in there. I've just got to be really there you go. Right, and then now what you want now is the power switch should be next to the power LED plus towards the edge of the board again. So power LED, which is one with the arrow. There we go. So let me just put that. It's just that it's so dark in here I can't see. Right, okay. So that's the get them wired up. See, and now I can work out where I'm going to put my USB 3. How else going to come in? Am I going to come in from here? I'm going to come in down below and then up, and then that will give me. If I come in from there, and straight across, that would work. But I won't put a fan in there. I do, yes. Alright, so this one's going to be the pain in my ass, basically, only because I don't want that loop there. It's cable management. It's great, but when you've got a big thick cable like these, they can make your life hard. It's not that I can come in anyway, but I'm trying to make sure it's going to be in here for a time. It's going to be under heat. It's going to be subject to heat. Right, see, that's not very, no. There's too much tension in the cable there. I'm thinking actually come up there and then I can pull that through. If I come up the top there, it's how it's going to look aesthetically. And I've got this massive big loop there. There's less loop here. And then if I come through it, but I want to put a fan. In there. Would that interfere with the fan? If I put that there, pull that through, I've still got that loop there. So it looks like this is going to be the best option for that. I'm trying to tie these to go along so it looks neat. Right, okay. Now I need to put, now that fan's gone at the back, so I don't have to worry about that fan. Now the other fans, I've got fan headers on the board, but the other fans I can put, I'm going to put them in now. I can put in so what's going there now? Expansion port and USB port. And then no. So that's for the CPU fan, which we know. Okay. We're okay. I think we're all ready to put it back together now, guys. And am I going to put the fans in there? Yeah. I'm going to keep my coolant. I'm going to keep the coolant. Okay. I mean, I'll maybe do that, but that's that. That's good. And then I can go around the back and tidy a pocket. Okay. Right. Okay. Next step is we're going to put in the expansion card now that I've got my. So what I mean about sometimes. Okay. Okay, that's that. Then I've got what have I done that? Need that top one but not that one. That's stupid, that. Okay. Time for these screws to roll the cone. That's what they're for. Gotta use them. Gotta use them. So. There we go. That's the one I want. I think that's the one I want. Spin in open position. Okay. Now we can put our USB in, and then our need a graphics card. We're going to need a graphics card cable. Let's get the USB in. Oh, my USBs. I love this. I love this case actually. Actually, I don't quite mind this case. This case is proved to be quite quite pleasing. Apart from that filter at the bottom, and like I say, I'm not going to keep harping on about it because it is what it is. But that's sort of like the only letdown on the case, if I'm being honest. That's the only letdown on the case. I'm not going to harp on about it, but now if you're watching this, now you know what to expect. So it probably is worth paying a couple of quid extra, maybe. Or maybe it's something they may look at to get enough feedback. I know they're all trying to save money, but it's us who are always screwing over to do it. Look at that. Look at that for cleanness now. So we need a 8-pin for my graphics. Now, do I want to start? Hey, they supplied them. I'm using them. See, it's pointless getting them and not using them, isn't it? See, it's pointless getting them and not using them. They supply them as. Let's make the best of them. Okay, so I'm just doing a little bit of cable tidying in here, because then what I can do is I can so let's take this off. This is getting in the way. This is causing me more shit than I need. Okay, Okay, so you guys out there have been watching this. Just in case you're joining late, you didn't know what it was. I got this case. I got a flyer from Amazon because I've been on their site. I've been doing a lot of work for customers and I've been getting a lot of stuff off Amazon. But for myself, I was actually looking. I sort of like knew a case as a daily driver, simply because the case that I had, I bought it during the pandemic and it wasn't really what I was after, but because I needed a case and I need to be up because I'm in business, I couldn't be without a case. I couldn't be without my system and I needed my case. So Amazon sent a flyer. I looked at this case. I looked it over. It was an RGB. I noticed the first thing about it was that it said it was an RGB front panel with an ARGB rear fan, and that's the only fan it came with, a rear fan. And I thought, I was a bit skeptical because I don't know what I said to myself. Well, why did they make it an ARGB rear fan and an RGB front panel? Why didn't they do it the other way around? That'd make more sense to me. But anyway, I thought, well, since it's on my desk, it won't be bad to have a little bit of colour, because it can be quite bland just looking at a black case all the time, even though I am, like I say, I am in business and that's just basically how it works. So I've had it for a couple of weeks, this case, and the idea was to make a video out of it for you guys because I'm new to YouTubing and I want to develop the channel. But obviously I need content, and the thing is I've got lots of content, but I'm so busy with other people's system, and I don't make contents unless I get with other people's system unless I get permission. Obviously you can understand because of data protection, all the rest of it. Plus anyway, I won't show anything sensitive on the system, but because I don't get permission, I can't do it, guys, because I'm liable then, and there's no way I want to get sued by my customers, then get a bad reputation, and then lose business. So, as I rely on my customers to pay me, keep me in business, I have to do what they say. So, I couldn't make much contents for their system, but this is my own. So I thought, what the hell, I'll do it. It's my system. And who's going to sue me now? Only I can sue myself. So, I'll have a look at the case. There's some plus and some minuses. I suppose you get that with all cases that you buy, really. And as I said, it wasn't that expensive, but it was a promotion price. I think the price of this has actually gone up now. So I think if you went and look at it, I've not put a description in down below because I don't have that facility yet on YouTube because my channel ain't big enough yet. I'm just a greenhorn compared to all the others out there. So I'm working on it, guys. But obviously I need your support. But obviously to get your support, I need contents. Now, if you're listening out there, I've got a deal for you, a proposition for you. If you're listening out there, I am a fully qualified tech. If you've got a system that's full of muck and you want it deep cleaning, right? And if you live in the Brooklands area or around, not too far away, and you're prepared to drop the system off, I will clean it free of charge, but I will need the system for about 2 days because I want to actually deep clean it. And what I'll do is I'll make a video of it and put it out and show you how I actually go through it. And I'll actually do it free of charge for you. But like I said, the only thing I will want from you is your permission to actually film me doing it. I do not boot up your system. I will boot it up to obviously make sure it works, but I will not go into any files or so. I'll just post it basically. So I don't need your password or anything. All I want to do is to deep clean your system for you, make sure everything's clean so it's up and running again. And if you're prepared to do that, I need your system for at least 2 days, minimum of 2 days, because I'll deep clean it, strip everything down, clean it all out, all for you, and I'll do that free of charge. But you must be prepared to drop it off and pick it up, and I'll do it free of charge and allow me to make a video of me doing it. And if you're prepared to do that, then I'll do that for you. Then obviously that'll give me content for my channel will develop. And like I say, I'm a fully qualified tech as well. So if you do want repairs or anything like that, I can do that for you, obviously. But you'll have to speak to me, and we can make arrangements. And if you're prepared to make me, if you're prepared to have me do that as well, I can video that as well. I can video me doing repairs so you can see how I work. And if you like my work, then obviously you promote me. And my channel develop and we'll all benefit. You'll have a tech with a reputation in your area that you can come to when you've got problems. So if that sounds appealing to you guys, then do contact me, let me know. And see how we go. Yeah, so like I say, if you've got a system that you want cleaning, if you've got a system that you've not cleaned for years, for years, maybe 2-3 years, and it's really grimy, grotty, I will clean it out for you free of charge if you allow me to do a video of me doing it. Can't say fairer than that, and you can't get better than that. Something you don't like doing, deep clean your PC. Somebody do it free of charge for you, and all you've got to do is make a video of them doing it for you. You drop it off, you pick it up. So that's your charge. Your charge is dropping it off, picking it up, and allowing me to do a video, and you get your PC cleaned, back up to date. Like I say, I'm a qualified tech, so if you want to do any, I do repairs as well, maintenance service. So obviously you will be charged for that. That goes without saying. But there you go. So if you fancy that, let me know. Drop me a line. A GPU cable. GPU cable, guys. Which I think I've just found here. GPU PCIe, yeah. Yep. Okay, so got PCIe here. My phone's going mad. I'm just checking something out. I'm just trying to see if I can find my stream at the moment. It seems like it says I'm streaming, but yeah, okay. Such is life. Right, we'll carry on. Okay, let's now. I should really put this on there. think I'll put my 24 pin in as well while I'm at it. Yeah, there we go, that's that. So my graphics card, yes. And this one, okay, yes, no, it's an 8 pin, 6/8, so 6/8. Am I going to use that or am I going to use that? That. The thing is with that. And then I will, is this flickering? It's not charging soon. And then I will no, I have to go on my own. Yeah. Okay. I think that's all I've got for there. So now that's in, that's in. That's how it goes, and then that. That's a stupid design, that. That is one stupid design, that. That's a silly design, that. But anyway, never mind. Okay, guys. CPU fan, the fan's there, so it's easy to reach. Okay, guys, so I'm attaching back the cooler. No, not you. Not one iota. Right, so that's that. It's that, and now. Okay. Okay. Next is fan back on. Fan back on. Let me just. No. Right. Sorry about that. Okay, so I think we're all assembled now. And I'm going to leave it for there now because I've been streaming long enough. I'm not saying a lot. So guys, that's going to be it for now. Hi guys. After I finished the build, when I said I was going to call it quits there last night, I actually carried on off camera, completing the build. Unfortunately, I found an issue when I came to power on with the power switch. There was about 3 wires that had come loose out the switch for some unknown reason, and the fittings are a really weird fitting. It's like push-in clip. But because the case was under warranty anyway, I decided not to mess about with it, even though I had a look. I decided not to mess about with it, but to create a return straight away because it was from Amazon, and I still had until the 27th of this month to return it. So I created a returns last night, did that about 10:30, something like that, and they actually came and picked it up today, this morning. So it's gone back. That case has gone back, and I'm waiting for a replacement. So it is a replacement. I have asked for a replacement. I know I complained about the filter on the bottom of the case for your power supply. I'm still not happy about that, but I am going to give feedback. I am going to give feedback on that, and I will actually mention that. I think that filter should be a better design, and maybe they should think about stop cheating people with 2 USB 2s and 1 USB 3. Just give them 2 USB 3s and nothing else if you don't want to, or 2 USB 3s and a Type-C connector. So yes, I've ordered a replacement. I do fancy having a bit of RGB on the desk, and I want to use that power supply. So at the moment, I put it back in the old case, and when that comes, I'll do another retake on that. So this was my first attempt. It was okay, apart from the power switch, I would have been up and running. But anyway, it gives me a chance to do it a second time, but better. Because like I say, I'm new to the channel. I'm new to YouTube, so I'm just getting started. So I want you to learn along with me, basically. Doing this YouTube it's not easy. If I was just messing about with my head in PC, that'd be no problem. But don't forget, I'm trying to operate OBS software while I'm trying to commentate to you what I'm doing, as well as concentrating on what I'm doing, making sure I'm doing it right. But remember, the provisor. Remember, guys, because I want a lot more content for the channel, I am doing for you a special deal. I don't know how long it's going to stay, so I'll take advantage of it while it can. Here's the deal, right? I've got a couple of caveats. First of all, you drop the system off to me, you collect the system, and you allow me to make make content for the channel doing it. And what it is I want to do is, if you've been using the system for 2 or 3 years and it's absolutely filthy and need a good deep clean, I will need a system for about 2 days, and I'll deep clean it for you free of charge. Your charge is that you drop it off, you pick it up, and you let me make a video to put on the channel. So I've got content for the channel, so the channel can grow. Because I am a qualified tech, so I do actually do repairs for a living and all the rest of it. But what I want to do is actually show you sort of like day to day, the type of things that I deal with. But like I say, I'm new to YouTube, so it looks a bit awkward at the moment. But yeah, that's just because it's something new that I've never done before. I'm just used to getting a case, diving in, doing it, sorting it all out, and giving it back to the customer, whatever. Trying to also operate, broadcasting software, commentary on what I'm doing, concentrating on what I'm doing, making sure I'm doing it right as well. Is a bit of a leap into the unknown, but I'm trying it and I want to get experience. And the only way I'm going to do that is by making contents regular. So the best way to do that is I'm offering this service, and it's going to be free. I don't know how long it's going to last, so make sure you take advantage while you can. If you live in the Brooklyn area or the Sale area, live near to where I am, then if you've got a system that's really dirty, grimy, and it needs cleaning, I need the system for about 2 days because I'm going to be stripping everything right down, cleaning it out thoroughly. So when you get it back, it's going to be, unless whatever scratches you put on, it's going to look like brand new, more or less. And then basically all I'll do, I'll just boot it up so it gets into the post screen just to make sure it's all still working. Yeah. So I don't actually need your passwords to get into your files or folders or anything. I don't need anything like that. All I'm going to do is get rid of the dirt and grime out your PC, off the case. I'll clean up the case. I'll strip it down, totally bare bones, and you'll see it because I'll do a video of it and you can see what I'm doing. And then if you like it, then obviously, you know, if you've got any friends or colleagues that don't like doing the PC and would like me to do it, and if they allow me to make contents for the channel so the channel can grow and you can see my work, see the standard of my work, see if you like it, and then, you know, we go from there. But we've got to start somewhere, so I think this is the best way I can start. So you get the best deal, but the requirements are that you drop it off and pick it up and that you let me make a video of doing it. Okay, guys. So like I said, I sent that case back because there was loose wires in the power switch, and it's a PCB board that has all the connectors on it because it has the connection as well for the RGB. Yeah, it's got the switch for the RGB, so you can control the RGB lighting on and off or whatever. So it's a unit, and I wasn't going to. I could have repaired it, but I wasn't going to because the case is under warranty. And because I've paid for it and it's under warranty, I'm using the warranty. Why should I make work for myself when, you know, you've got big corporations out there making money hand over fist? I'm sure they can do a replacement. Anyway, I have done, and they are honouring that. So I've sent that one back and I'm waiting for the replacement. So when that comes, I'll redo that. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Sorry for waffling. I'll see you all again soon.